All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream here. Uh, my name is Michael Chu. Today is Friday, June 13, 2025. So we are heading into 1.5 hours into the market open, which is 9:07 local time here, or 11:07 Eastern time. So market obviously having a hard time this morning. But it's off the lows. So Nasdaq down 0.8%, Dow down 1.6, S&P down 1%. So and Nasdaq volume is much lower. New York Stock Exchange volume is much higher. So if we close here, we're gonna have another distribution day, at least on the S&P. So we'll see how the market close. The big news today is Israel attacked Iran, and so yeah, a lot of airline stocks you know drop. So let's see here. We also have RH reporting. So let's take a quick look at those stocks. RH here. So RH, their earnings are improving. So that's interesting. It is one of the worst performing stock on my growth stock list. As you can see, it has come down a lot. But lately it's showing some revival pattern here. So let's go to daily chart. So yeah, so it came out right here and it fell, right? Came back down. And then here we because after the earnings we gap up and now it's coming back down. So yeah, so the pattern continues. Not very good sign, but it's worth watching it. But again, it has been a poor performer. It's trying to find a bottom right now. You can see it's trading more and more sideways. Um, there's a chance here that this could work. I'm not sure. Again, the tariff news are a big problem for this stock, right? So if the tariff thing doesn't go away or get worse, then um, this stock will get hit again. So something to watch out for. So that's our age here. Let's quickly look at Tesla. So this one sliding down slightly, not too bad. Um, it's just slightly below the 10-day right now. So and it's already bouncing back a little bit. It's finding the lows here. So but it's still not moving much, right? So we'll see how that goes today. Nvidia, a gap down this morning. So again, it's very similar to Tesla, trying to find support and bouncing back right now. So so yeah, if the market continue to bounce back today, so let's look at QQQ ETF here. So we gap down to the 10-day, below the 10-day, now it's bouncing back. So we're gonna see a lot of stocks doing the same thing. So if we undercut this morning low and then we bounce back, so we need to make a higher high for it to be more convincing. Um, again, I would even like kind of draw this line right here, something like right here. If you come back above the halfway point of this drop and then it can continue, that'll be really bullish bounce, right? And that and from that perspective, we have seen bounce off the 10-day many times. So this could be another one that bounced off the 10 days. So again, not all gloom and doom here, but not all doom here, but maybe there is some chance of bouncing, and we are very near a new high. So we'll see if that could happen. Of course, if the market closes where we are set up for a very dangerous market Monday open, right? Because we could easily gap down to the 21-day. So something to pay attention to. I'll probably talk more about this over the weekend after see how things close. Okay. Let me jump back to the news here. See if anything else worth mentioning. Of course, oil price jumped a lot today, so many oil stocks are moving. Um, and then airline stocks are down. All the travel Expedia booking are down. So yeah. So those are the major news today. I think most stocks are red right now. So there's a few stocks that are moving on the move, but not many. Okay. So we see more. See Dave down here, Adobe down after reporting earnings. Let's see what else. What mentioned? Oklo is down. RG, um, Cabana. Look at Cabana is down quite a bit. So a lot of these leaders, like Cabana, is dropping hard. So yeah, let's take a look at that one. We always talk about stocks on the move, but it's also good to talk about stocks coming down. So here we have this nice trend line, and we kind of broke it, right? Like right here, this level. And then it has been accelerating now. So look at how fast it comes down. So I mentioned this yesterday and probably days before as well, but more prominent in yesterday and today we're seeing the same thing. When leaders pull back, we need to see how they pull back. Are they pulling back in terms of like just falling like a knife, or are they pulling back like very gentle, right? Like, and this is a bad example, like where it actually pulling back really sharp. So why am I saying this? If this market turns to more bearish, we're gonna see more stocks falling faster and harder. And so you could give up a lot of gains very fast, right? So look at this breakout zone. It's already coming back to the buy point right here. So it just gives up almost 20% in no time. And that's the kind of market, in today's age, right? Like things move so fast now. So, I'm not saying the buy and hold strategy doesn't work. It's just like you gotta go sit through all these corrections constantly. Um, and then for traders, yeah, you have to make, quick decisions. Otherwise, in 2 3 days, like just like this stock, you give up like very fast all your gains, right? And more than half of your gains for sure. So just want to point this out because I think like sometimes we focus too much on like buying but not selling, and this is a good example of like if you wait too long and you gave up all your gains. So that's one good example that is down on price today. Let's go back to up in price. So there's obviously not 20 stocks, even though we have much higher volume in S&P. And so that's another negative sign. And let's see here. So we have Radware, Range Resource. So this is oil and gas, AU Gold, BSX, Medical, Newmont Mining, Gold, Palantir is probably the only tech stock on this list. SE is also on this list. DRS, Defense, CACI, Computer Tech, EQT Oil and Gas, AR Oil and Gas, WPM is Gold, IMAX, um, oops, let me refresh here. Uh, IMAX is Cinema, Reddit. So there's a couple of tech stocks. So let's go to, yeah, let's jump to Palantir. So in this kind of market, and like let me show another thing before we go into stocks. Look at the market trend here. So we're seeing distribution days piling up. So we already have two this week, and if today close where we at, we're gonna have another one. So that's three in one week. Like, I've been pointing this out for the last week now. Like we gotta be more cautious because things. I think all the good news are priced in, and now any sort of bad news will push the market down easily. We're still seeing accumulation though, in general, but you can see tech and retail has started to turn negative yesterday. And on the uptrend on my growth stock list, it's been slowly coming down, right? 60%, 50% in uptrend. Now we're down to 47% in uptrend. So after today, I'm going to assume many stocks are below their short-term moving average. So this will go down even lower today, assuming this is where we close. Of course, there's a chance that market could bounce back today. Again, bounce off the index 10-day moving average, and many stocks will reverse, and that's a good thing if that happens. But we're gonna keep watching here. But here's Palantir. Palantir breakout recently, very nice flat base here. and it's been holding really nice. And again, today is showing outperformance in terms of relative strength, and you can see the relative strength is hitting new highs down here. Very strong sign. This is probably going to be a leader once once this market get back in shape. Um, the problem with this market right now is like, if let's say, I'm not saying this is happening, but let's just say today after the market closed, we closed really bad, and let's say 80% of stocks, of growth stocks, are now in downtrend. Well, you have a 1 in 5 chance of picking the right stock. So that's the only problem with this market right now. And Palantir definitely is one of those that are bucking the trend, this downtrend right now. So again, it's just very tough market condition to pick the right stock. So just want to point that out. But this is one that is doing well right now. Let's keep going here. Okay, so the other one we saw was Reddit, right? So let's look at Reddit as well. Okay. So here's Reddit. So this is looking slightly better. The problem with this stock, like I said, I've tried a few times. Right here it fell, right here it fell, right here. It didn't really go far, and then now it's coming back. But it's starting to look a little bit tighter. Um, so again, this chart is very squish. So it probably looks better than it is right now because you see this is like 100 to 150 scale. So it's a very big actually. So here, like right now we're seeing support right now. This is looking really good. So it's not coming down hard, and so I think this is okay actually. So we didn't undercut yesterday's low, so that's also another good sign. So yeah, I think, yeah, definitely, there's some good stocks holding up pretty good. Palo Alto, here's another one finding support 2 days in a row, so that's really good. And this one breaks out and then it's holding tight, and it's staying above this breakout line. So that also another good support level. So this is looking good. Credo, look at this pullback, nice and orderly. Found support 10 day, found support 10 day, and then here's the bounce. Today again, is outperforming the market because market is down and this stock is actually up. So even though it's only up slightly, but still it's showing support. Again, also the other thing is that it didn't break yesterday's low, so that's also a good sign. So those are 4 tech stocks that are doing pretty good in terms of where holding up and moving even higher, some of them. The retail side, we talk about RH, ATAT. This is the Chinese stock. So this one has built this tight consolidation, really tight right here. It just doesn't want to go down much lower, and now it's starting to move again. And this is the breakout zone. It's a little bit more volatile, but it can work. It has worked right here. So we'll see if this movement can move. This is the last run here back quite a while ago. So if we see a strong breakout here, it probably will move. On the industrial side, um, there's some like DRS, MRCY. So there's some stocks here, not too many. The one that really moved this morning is ESLT, a defense stock. This is not a very liquid stock, 120,000. It is, you know, it broke out from this base here, and then it kind of just stuck in this tight zone here, and then today it make a big move. It's up 7%, and again, very illiquid, right? So this stock can move a lot if more volume comes in. But yeah, so this one has done a phenomenal run right here, and earnings are pretty good. So yeah, something to watch for. It's it's a breakout today. I would say it definitely a little bit extended now, but yeah, that's stuff. So, going down to health, I don't see any health stocks moving. A lot of stocks are red today. So here we're coming down to the oil and gas area. So let's look at AR. Okay, so there's a three stocks here. So AR oil and gas. So this is like the big cup, huge handle, very ugly handle. Um, and it's finding support recently, right, on the 10-day. And today, obviously, we see a big bounce. Now, so this is up 2%. So if I go look at USO, USO is up a lot today. Like it was as high as 7% this morning. So you can see this big move. So when you look at this overall pattern, this is the US oil fund ETF. It's a big cup, right? And I mean you can even use this as a double bottom too. But they did come out right here. So it is a breakout today for US oil on the middle point. Go back to AR. Like I'm not again. I feel like even though it's a good day for oil, I just feel like it's a little bit weak, right? Like you can see here. Um, oops, sorry. Let me go back to like chart here. Like it breaks out. It hasn't break out yet. That's the problem. Like the U.S. oil already break out, but this stock hasn't broke out. So to me, like I'm just looking relatively to the oil price. It's just a little bit weaker, right? But once it breaks out, maybe it will work. I'm not sure. So we'll see. So AR. Let's go to RRC. Here's another one, right? Very similar chart actually, almost identical. Again, hasn't broke out from the middle point. So yeah, but given the Iran Israel thing, who knows? Like if it continue to go longer, then for sure we're gonna uh, see more probably more breakouts in this area. And then we have EQT. EQT is another one here. Again, hasn't broke out quite yet. So that's the only problem. Like, I feel like oil stocks are kind of lagged. So, but they're moving today, that's for sure. And whether they can continue, I guess it depends what's going to happen. Um, and then for gold stocks, so we have AU. Um, let's see, there's two stocks today that's on the move. We'll look at AU. So AU is making new highs right now. This is probably the strongest gold stock on my list. So and then Argo. Argo is just bouncing back right now, a little bit weaker. And then finally we have financial. Nothing pop out on the list, but we can look at firm and maybe upstart just to see where things are at. So this one's pulling back now. So many stocks are pulling back. Yeah, firm, upstart. So yeah, they're all pulling back. Look at again how fast they're pulling back, right? So that's the only problem I see in this current market is just the speed at which they pull back is definitely quite severe. Um, and I don't think that's a good thing. So and let's look at some other ones here. Let's look at I think probably the mega caps are holding up better. So here's Abago. So this one is actually holding up. Look at that. It's not dropping. It didn't even. I don't even think it made me low. TSM. This one is bouncing back. So the mega caps are doing okay. Um, I'm just trying to see what other tech stocks here. But like for example, like the two stocks in the data storage, which was doing really well until recently, it started to pull back. So this one also bouncing back. So this is worth watching. STX bouncing back really strong this morning. MU, this one is holding up. This one is even holding up nicer. So very strong. This two stocks. So thank you for watching. I hope you follow me on the weekend videos. Have a good day and please like and subscribe.